So the brand new update, War Tycoon has dropped in the T-90M breakthrough, and I have to say, this thing is actually very good. It's just sad that people really don't care about it because of the brand new edition of the Independence X. But anyway, today I'm going to be fully damage testing this tank, and I have to say, it's probably one of the best tanks in the game as of this current moment. Its base stats are going to be 40 speed and 1.8 health, and when you max it out, it's going to be 52 and 2340 health, which is very much above average. It's definitely going to be one of the most durable tanks. So firstly, taking a look at this vehicle's main cannon against the F-35, and it will be able to do exactly enough damage to actually one-tap it when it's standing still. And do keep in mind, when the plane is actually moving, it will be able to take less damage. So on average, the F-35 will survive. However, there's something like the Super Hind will not be able to do that. This is just the standard damages which we have for tanks, and this vehicle seems to be exactly that. Now, in terms of the damage against the Lavad, which is currently probably the best ground vehicle in the game, it will be able to do exactly 64%, which is definitely really good for a tank. Now, actually moving into the damage against the Abrams X, and this is where this thing truly does get very good, because if we take a look at its damage in overall tank exchanges, this is definitely going to be above average. First of all, the cannon will be able to do around 40%, and then the machine gun will easily be able to get the tank down to around 10, which is actually amazing considering the fact that by that time you will be able to reload your cannon and actually finish the enemy off. It's definitely really good, so I very much recommend it in terms of tank combat. Now, this vehicle does not disappoint in terms of its capabilities of the machine gun against air vehicles. Against the F-35, it will be able to get it to a very low amount of health, and pretty much the same scenario is happening against the Mi-24 Super Hind. So honestly, if you're gonna be missing your tank cannons, it's okay, because you still have a lot of backup, and this machine gun will be able to shoot for a very long time, dealing pretty decent damage, to be honest. And this scenario is pretty much exactly the same against something like the Lavad, which does have pretty high amount of health for a ground vehicle. So honestly, this is going to be a very good backup if you guys are not going to be very accurate with your primary weaponry. Probably one of the best secondary weapons in terms of tank combat in this game as of this current moment. Now, another fun fact which I also have for you guys in this video is that this vehicle unfortunately does not have blow-up panels, pretty much following the footsteps of all the other Russian tanks in the game, which all unfortunately do not have blow-up panels. And now lastly, moving into some extra characteristics about this vehicle. Fortunately enough, the cannon does have a reload speed of around 6 to 7 seconds, one of the faster reloads in the game. However, one of the issues with the machine gun is if you guys do manage to shoot around half of the clip size, unfortunately you would have to finish it off for it to actually reload properly, because the reload is incredibly slow if you do it passively. Anyway, the last thing which I also have for you guys is that this vehicle does have APS, smoke, and the missile disruptors, so it's definitely going to be a nightmare against something like the longbow, which really does rely on its missiles to get some good damage done. So this vehicle would definitely be amazing in terms of anti-air at countering both helicopters and planes. Anyway, for the time being, that's going to be everything for you guys in today's video. Personally, I'm going to be ranking this vehicle around a high A tier or a low S tier in terms of tanks. Anyway, see you guys next video, have a great day, and thank you so much to all my channel members, and make sure to join the Discord.